Hi, welcome to Nomis Academy. In this video, I will be teaching you differentiation using the quotient rule. Differentiation using the quotient rule. And what does the quotient rule says? If y is equals to u over v, then the y dx is equal to v multiplied by du dx minus u dv dx all over v squared. What does this formula say? It says that the differentiation of y, that is the differential of y, which is equals to u over v, is to be done in such that v is multiplied by the d dx of u minus u multiplied by d dx of v all over v squared. So the use of this formula, it is used to solve a question on calculus, which is in quotient, that is when you have a numerator and a denominator. When you have a numerator and a denominator, then you use quotient rule like this, so that your numerator is your u and your denominator is your v. Let's take an example to see what I'm talking about. So example number one. Example number one says, find the derivative of y if y is equals to 3x plus 1 all over 2x minus 1. So you want to solve this question. Firstly, I would like you to introduce the formula that says the y dx is equal to v du dx minus u dv dx all over v square. Then you state out your parameters that you have here. So if this is the formula, what's your u? U is the numerator, don't forget, 3x plus 1. And what about the v? V is the denominator, that is 2x minus 1. So these are the things that you need to answer this question. So you begin to take every component of this formula one after the other. We know we are looking for the y dx. So let's look for the u dx, and then we look for the v dx. Then we put them back into this formula, and then we shall also look for v squared. Then we put all of them into this formula, and then we are going to compute the final answer. So let's get the u dx. So du dx will be equal to, that is to differentiate 3x plus 1, to differentiate 3x plus 1. So if you differentiate 1, you have 0. If you differentiate 3x, you have 1 to multiply 3x 1 minus 1. You remember the formula, and this become 1 times 3 is still 3x. 1 minus 1 is 0. So x to the power of 0 is definitely 1. Then 3 times 1 is just 3. Now, the v dx. So remember, the v is 2x minus 1. 2x minus 1. So if you differentiate 2x, you are going to have 1 multiplied by 2x, 1 minus 1, then minus 1. No, minus 1 is just minus 0, because if you differentiate 1, that's everything there is 0. So you have 1.2x, that is 1 multiplied by 2x, 1 minus 1, and that this gives you 1 multiplied by 2x raised to the power of 0, and any raised to the power of 0 is 1. So 1.2 multiplied by 1 is just, 1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1, everything is equal to 2. So the u dx is equal to 3, the v dx is equal to 2. Now let's look for v squared. V squared. Remember what our v is? 2x minus 1. So all squared. So if all squared, then we have 2x minus 1 multiplied by 2x minus 1. So if we open it, we have 2 minus 4x plus 1. So this is the value of our v squared. Now let us put all these values that we've gotten back into our initial formula and then simplify. So you remember what the formula is? So we are going to state it again. The y dx is equals to v du dx. So what's our v? Remember that our v is 2x minus 1. Remember that our v is 2x minus 1. So we're going to state that 2x minus 1 now is to multiply du dx. What's our du dx? We got 3. So it will be multiplied by 3. Multiply by 3. Then the formula says minus. Now, u, what's our u? Remember our u is 3x plus 1. So that's 3x plus 1 to be multiplied by what is our dv dx. So the v dx is 2. Remember we solved the v dx here and we got 2. So the v dx is 2. So we are going to multiply that by 2 all over what now? V squared. Remember v squared in the formula. And what did v squared give to us? 4x squared minus 4x plus 1. So we are going to put that 4x squared minus 4x plus 1. So to simplify this, we continue by saying the y dx is equals to 3 multiplied 2x, we have 6x. 3 multiplied by minus 1, we have minus 3. Then we have minus 2 multiplied 2x, that's minus 6x. Minus 2 multiplied by 1, that's minus 2 as well. Then all over 4x squared minus 4x plus 1. So this can just transpose to, we have 6x minus 6x, we just have 0. This is a positive 6x. So we have a positive 6x and negative 6x. They cancel each other. So plus 6x minus 6x gives 0. So we are left with minus 3 minus 2. Minus 3 minus 2 gives us minus 5. Minus 5. All over, what can we do here? Nothing, because it's just a quadratic equation. So we're going to leave it as 4x squared minus 4x plus 1. And this is our final